Hello everyone and welcome back to my vlog. As promised, I am going to keep an update on what is going on. So I mentioned a few hours ago that this ship will be going on to the nearby berth for Shipyard. And as expected, the pilot came in early in the morning and this ship went to berth. Probably my estimation that this ship went to berth based on the recordings that I made on the video, which I kind of like recorded it on the YouTube live streams. It's around probably around 9 to 10 o'clock. And as expected, the agenda of this ship on the berth is more like a wet dock rather than a full dry dock. But for a wet dock, this one is quite a bit long. It will take at least a minimum of 2 weeks that we'll be staying here. So that will be a very long time, I guess. I mean, at least for shuttle tanker time, that is a long, that will be quite a while. So right now, I'm just in charge of the gangway here. Basically, I'm more like a security guard right now. So babysitting the entrance. Anyway, that's my job description since I'm an, since that's the one I really signed up for. So I have no qualms with that. So I'll just have to remember what they said here, that I should write these guys who are some special guys. I'll write it here on the logbook. Now, the rest of the people who will be coming in on this shipyard, especially shipyard workers, I won't have to write it down. Only specific people here, like the technical director, community, I don't know what this one is. They really have a strange community. I'm sorry, they have a really poor handwriting right now, so I can't really read this one. But anyway, point here is that I'm just going to write down the special staff that will be coming in on this ship, not the typical dry dock workers of any kind. So just, of course, just to save, I guess, the save space on the logbook. So for now, my work schedule will be on the 12 noon to 4 p.m. if I'm correct. But of course, there's one thing that I have to notice. And also one thing that I have to discuss with is that they suddenly changed my work schedule. Usually it's just only 12 to 4, but what happened a few hours ago, they suddenly changed my schedule to 6 hours, just like that. So right now I'll be working on a 6-hour long working schedule. So I am here 12 noon to 6 p.m. unfortunately. Now there's one thing I have to quite take note of the sudden change of schedule myself. There's one thing that I have to log on the sudden change of schedule. Recently I have some sort of a screw up because of the sudden change of working schedule. And I don't know if I'm comfortable speaking this one in English rather than Tagalog on my local language, but I guess on this part I'll have to explain it in Tagalog, of course, for confidentiality reasons. So here it goes. So ang nangyari, ganito, bigla nila akong in-inform na ano daw ako, magjo-duty kaagad daw ako. Biro mo, ang knock-off ko, 12 ng hating gabi hanggang 4, so knock-off na ako, natutulog na ako. So alas 5 na nung madaling araw na yon. And yun nga, nung sabi nung 5, parang tinawagan nila ako na sabi on duty pa ako at lumabas ako dahil double watch daw. So ako naman ito, paglabas ko, nagmamadali ako lumabas, sinabi ng kasama ko dito, si AB Abusado, na yun nga, na inform ko si AB Old Timer na ano daw, sa isa-is na raw. So syempre, in-inform ko ng ang pagkakamali ko lang siguro doon sa parte na yun is in-inform ko siya ng maaga. Dapat in-inform ko na lang siya 5:30 or 5:45. So syempre, darating na kagad ng piloto, hindi ako sure kung hindi ko garantiya na yun nga, hindi ko garantiya na mariringan ko siya ng 5:30 to 5:45 kasi bukod na sa nagmamadali dahil bigla ang madalian na naman sila, yun nga, darating ang piloto. Pag-prepare ng pilot ladder, it will take some time, at least 15 minutes to prep yung pilot ladder. So yun, in-inform ko ng maaga. So syempre, bagong gising yung tao, yung si EV old-timer, so in-inform ko siya ng around 5:10, 5:15 kung tama ako. So ayun, I did my usual work na, yun nga, inayos ko yung pilot ladder, and then tinawagan din ako ng bridge na ako daw ang mag-helmsman. So, biro mo, well, bukod na sa biglaang sudden changes ng walang halos pasabi na biglang babaguhin nila schedule, ako pa yung mag-helmsman. Anyway, wala naman ako reklamo doon kasi gano'n naman talaga minsan sa trabaho sa work ko, minsan may mga sudden changes at So, yun nga, pinalitan naman ako ni AB old-timer ng around 6 o'clock as scheduled. Pero syempre, nag-apologies din naman ako sa kanya na, yun nga, biglang sa isa-isang at biglang nagbago ng schedule. Pero I guess yun din ang pagkakamali. Dapat hindi rin ako nag-apologize. Sinabi ko lang na sa isa-isang schedule. Kasi, I don't know, may mga ugali dito na barko na once nag-apologize kayo, parang tatapakan ka pa eh. So, syempre, yun din ang ko. Hindi ko, one rule, I guess, one life hacks on board the ship is that you should never apologize because of the type of people that we have here. The type of attitude people we have here. But I did apologize, so it was already too late. So bumaba ako, and then ito, magka-duty ko lang ng alas 12. It turns out na itong si AB old-timer, nagchismis-chismis, naginising ko daw siya ng maaga, at hirap daw makatulog yung tao, ginising ko. Well, to be honest, and turns out yung pinagchismisan niya pa na tao, ito si AB magulang, which is, well, isa ding chismoso yung hinayupak na yun eh. And couldn't keep his mouth shut. So ayun, ano nangyari? Yun nga, nagreklamo, para chinismis na naman ako na ginising ko daw siya ng Well, to be honest, nung tinawagan nila ako noon, knock off na ako and I was natutulog na ako, to be honest. So, kung magre-reklamo siya regarding na complaint yun, magreklamo siya doon sa tao na nag-change sa schedule, hindi sa akin. Kasi ako, katulad din niya, wala din akong halos natulog, tapos bigla mo akong ginising, like isang oras pa lang ako natutulog, and then bigla mo akong ginising, sabi mo, well, change ng schedule. Pero syempre, wala naman silang narinig sa akin na gano'n kasi work-related yun. So, wala naman akong say dito sa bagay na yun. Ang nakakasar lang kasi dito, panayang, chismis. Ewan ko kung chismis lang to na sinabi ni AB magulang na dinagdagan niya, nakala mo mortal sin na magkaroon ako ng ganong, pagkakamali na gano'n. I guess, yun ang nakakasar dito na parte sa barko. Yung simpleng pagkakamali mo ay pinapalaking bagay ng mga kupal na kasama mo sa barko. It's just totally unfair yung mga ganong klase. And to be honest, kaya ako din naman siya ginising. Wala naman akong say doon sa schedule. Bigla nila akong sinabihan din na kung saan ako din, hilong-hilo din, nakagigising lang ng wala pang isang oras ang tulog ko. Pero wala sila narinig kasi it's work-related. Pero itong taon to, mga tao dito, can you imagine na, yun nga, ginising ko lang siya, nakatulog na rin din siya ng ilang oras, mas matagal pa sa isang oras, and then nagre-reklamo siya dahil ginising ko daw siya kaagad ng maaga. Well, first off, hindi naman din niya alam na sa isa-is, and, yung mga good intentions ko dito, parang, in-inform ko na nga siya, tapos sila pa yung galit. Nakakaasar yung ganun. Parang mas mabuti pang hindi ko na lang sana sila in-inform sa mga ganung bagay. Actually, come to think of it, mas maganda pa nga na ganun. Kasi yung pinagkaiba na hindi ko sila in-inform sa in-inform na maaga, parang parehas lang din na, Anyway, like I said, Isang buwan na lang naman ako dito, hindi ko kailangan pagtyagaan yung mga ganyang klaseng tao, and especially lalo na si AB magulang na parang, alam mo nun, chinichismis, chismosong kalalaking tao, chismoso, and pinapalaki pa yung mga simpleng bagay. Ewan ko, nakakaasar lang yung mga ganong klase. But anyway, hindi naman ako galit kay AB old-timer kasi in some ways mali din ako kasi ginising ko siya ng maaga. Ang sa akin lang sana, isa na naintindihan niya yung konsiderasyon na ako din, wala din akong say sa ganung bagay kasi ginising din nila ako ng maaga. At nang walang pasabi ng last minute na ano. Pero on my thing is hindi ako wala silang narinig sa akin na ganung bagay. Parang napaka-unfair. But anyway, hindi ako galit sa kanya. Mas galit ako dito kay AB Magulang kasi you know, kaliit-liit na bagay, chinichismis niya pa at pinapalaki niya. Nakakasar yung mga ganong klaseng tao sa barko na masyado chismoso na, alam mo na, chismoso na at pinapalaki pa yung mga maliliit na bagay. Yung mga ganyang klaseng tao sa lipunan, yung ganyang klaseng ugali, walang puwang sa lipunan. And rest assured, pag nasa lupa yan, yung ganyang ugali, nako, baka sinapak na yung bunganga niyan. Well, anyway, all is said and all is done. So sa ngayon, nagkaroon na naman ng changes. So I should be now back in speaking in English right now. So here it goes. So right now, I've already explained my side in Tagalog because it's you know, confidential. I don't want to, you know, someone hearing about this internationally about my situation here about that status. But I think it's kind of unfair on my side that I was woken up in the early mornings without any notice and with little sleep, and they heard nothing from me. And then this guy, who I just also informed of the sudden sudden changes of the working schedule, this guy then suddenly comes blaming me for the sudden change of schedule. I mean, I'm not really exactly the one who makes the schedules here. I only work here the same as he is. And yet this person has and then the thing here is that this person mostly gossiped to another person who I'm working with here on board this ship that is also a gossiper. Can you imagine that? Now, this gossiper has a nasty tendency to blow things out of proportion, and that's what happens. He just basically gossiped to everyone on what happened on that incident and make it blew out of proportions and making me more like the main culprit and blaming me for that fault. Which is basically unfair if you ask me. It was never my fault to begin with, and I have nothing to say on the sudden change of schedules here on board this ship. But anyway, what could I expect? This ship is totally not my liking to begin with, and frankly, I hate being here on this ship. And it's just like I said 1,000 times before, I'm just finishing my contract here and then frack this whole ship and this whole employer. Anyway, the thing that only relieves me right now is that I only have 1 month worth left of working before I disembark. So hopefully I'm not really that annoyed on what happened. Although partly it was my fault because I informed him quite early. But I should have informed him at least 5:45 or 5:30. But if I inform him on that time, I'm not guaranteed that he'll relieve me soon. But anyway, that was my mistake. I should have not informed him anyway. After all, informing a person and not informing person is here for some reason. It has the same degree of blaming thing. I just really don't like it that they blame me for such a minor and trivial fault here. But anyway, I will tackle things differently on my next ship. Next ship, I'll be more confrontative than this one. Here, I'm not exactly this confrontative person because I'm not a native or I don't work in the shuttle tanker. I mostly work on the oil tanker and the VLCC. And frankly speaking, if they do these things when we're on board a VLCC and or oil tanker, expect that I'll be having a nasty word with them as retaliation. But for now, I'll just let it pass. I have to be cool-headed because I only have 1 month here, and I have to be cool and I have to be cool and be calm about this one. So anyway, I'm here guarding out and babysitting this, gangway area. So, yeah, I guess that's the only thing I could do right now or say right now on my latest update on my blog. So I'll be, making more blogs and give you an update. For now, the weather isn't exactly good and it's a bit rainy, but it's manageable since I already have a watchman's shelter here on the starboard side of the ship. So anyway, this is Operator 60. Do apologize for my long rant, but I have to say it because I don't think that this injustice should be left unresolved. And I would just like to also mention this one as what life is on board the ship and what hazards would an employee or a seafarer would work with while he's on board. So this is Operator 60. I'll be keep you updated and I'll have to log out for now. Hello, I'm back. So like I said, I'm just gonna give you an update on the latest what is happening on our wet dock works here. So at the moment, there is two staff here that came in from the shipyard. They're trying to, well, arrange some sort of handle or handlebars. I think they're trying to, well, from the looks of it, they're trying to make a welding out of it, or they're trying to weld a gangway on our deck here. Of course, I'm not gonna interfere with them because it's already mentioned from my reliever here, or the one that I relieved a few hours ago about that there will be two. Well, they didn't said what number that will be coming on board, but they did say some sort of uh, shipyard workers coming in on board and trying to make a handle or some sort of railings on our gangway here. So I'll just let them do what they have to do, and I'll just record this. Of course, this is of course for just a status update on what's happening on our on the ship's ship's. I'm sorry, I'm not very good in English right now. On what's happening on the ship or what's happening on our ship on the ship during the shipyard operations or wet dock operations. So basically, it's mostly ship repair, so we don't have to worry about it. They're just doing their thing, they're just doing their work, and they're just here to arrange and construct some railings on the deck. So anyway, I'll keep you updated on what's the next thing that's going to happen. For now, I just recorded this one, so just of course for recording purposes. So I'll keep you updated as soon as I'm able.